Hey everyone, it's Matt here, and today I'm doing another episode of Did I Get What I Ordered? And these are going to be interesting, and they usually are for Did I Get What I Ordered, but the reason why they're going to be interesting is because one of these, if you want to guess what they are, the systems, you'll know right off the bat this time. It's Wii, Wii U, and Switch, so we're not going to hide the systems this time for you to guess, but when it comes to the games, I'll give you some hints. So one of them is actually a compilation of two games, both from my childhood, so longtime fans, you might know what I'm talking about here, because I have actually talked about one of these games on this very channel, did a review of it, and actually have a review of it also up on our Game Time channel as well. We'll link that down below. So the original version though, but again, this is a compilation that is now released on the Switch. So I'm giving you, although there's so many compilations on the Switch, but I've given you that little hint if you want to guess before we get to said game. It's a compilation of two games. I'm giving you even more hints here. Now, the other two games are both the same game, sort of. Basically, there's a series that I wanted to get into. Not going to tell you what it is right now because that would kind of spoil the whole guessing thing, but either way, the series eventually was released on the Wii, so it started somewhere else. A sequel released on the Wii, and then an updated version was released on the Wii U. So, can you guess what these games are? If so, comment down below, because we're going to talk about what those games are right now. Alright, so the first game we're taking a look at is Monster Hunter 3. Try. So, this game was a lot cheaper than you might think. It was only $2. And also you can see right here on the bottom right hand side it says compatible with Wii Speak. I don't know what Wii Speak is, but I'm sure it was used when you could go online, as it says right here, Wi-Fi Play supported, and also you saw right next to that a little bit of damage here. But honestly, I don't really like the lettering just on the side there, nothing really there. On the back here it says join together and lead the hunt. And as you're reading that back there, I just want to say that this game, like I said, was only $2, and ended up being, when you add in shipping and tax, $7.34. So a lot cheaper than I thought it would be for a Wii game. I assume this sold very, very well. Monster Hunter, a very popular series, especially now with Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch. I'm sure some of you will say that I probably should have started there. This is the series that I wanted to start off with, and I thought, you know what, I'll just start off with it on the Wii, since I would like to get some more use out of it. Also, I really enjoy the artwork as well. And looking down here it says, not for resale. Oh no, but I bought it from someone who resold it. Anyway though, opening this thing up, we can see that it does come with the manual, which is actually really cool. The manual is something that I definitely need to read before playing this, not just getting footage, like really trying to play this, because there's a lot going on with this game from what I've heard. This franchise can be really in-depth, and I probably should also get a Pro controller as well. I do have a classic one, so I might just use that instead of the Wiimote, because not the biggest fan of the Wiimote. But either way though, I'm definitely going to need to actually hunker down and read this bad boy so I can actually get a better feel for the game, outside of, again, just capturing some footage here and there. And now let's look at the disc. And my god, this artwork is just so beautiful. And even looking at the front of the disc, it doesn't look to be in rough shape. There is something strange though. You're going to notice at the bottom here, not really a big fan of whatever the hell those are. Look like little tiny teeth marks or something. Hopefully that doesn't really affect how the disc runs, but other than that, it's actually pretty good. But what will happen when we turn it around? This game actually looks used. Look, the inner ring doesn't look that good, to be quite frank with you, but looking around just the disc itself, it just seems to be a normal, very used Wii game. I mean, obviously this game is, at this point over a decade old. Sadly, we're all getting old. But either way though, it doesn't look to be in the worst shape. It's seen better days, sure, but I do think that the disc will work, at least looking at the back here. It's the front that worries me, and it's the inner ring that worries me more than just some of the little tiny minute scratches on the disc itself, although that one did not look that minute. There are some odd ones here. I do wonder if this was in a Wii that was maybe moved around a bit while it was in the Wii. I'm curious, but I think that it'll work. But you know what? Hey, let's actually find out. So I am using my Wii U to record this. I actually bought this from a friend of mine, Anthony. I love you so much. Longtime fans will know Anthony. Longtime fans don't know that Anthony was selling his Wii U. And longtime fans now know that I bought said Wii U a while back. So, at least as of this recording. So, it looks like it does read that the game, like, is in there. But let's actually see if, it knows what game is in there. Okay, so we're on the Wii menu, which if you don't know, the Wii U does take you right to a Wii menu, and hey look, there it is, Monster Hunter 3 Try. So I have to say, just looking at this opening cutscene, this game, even just being a Wii game on a Wii U, looks stunning. If you can't get component cables for your Wii, I would highly recommend playing your Wii games on a Wii U. Now, we're already on the Switch, so I get that that's probably a really normal old take by now, but as someone who's a more recent Wii U owner, I have to say, it looks really good. Again, just a Wii game, looks really good. Okay, so I went through the character customization, already talked to a bunch of people in the village. I am the monster hunter. I need to go hunt some monsters. So I'm walking around doing just that, and I already don't know if this game is going to be for me, only because I want to get to the bigger, more monster looking, is that a word? Looking monsters, the ones that look like creatures and demons, things that are a lot easier for me to try to slay. But in this case, I'm fighting they look like brontosauruses? Brachiosauruses? They look very like chill and relaxed, and I'm supposed to hunt them for meat, and I'm not a fan right now. I hopefully, I'm going to try to play the game more, of course. I've only played it for about an hour, but I'm going to try and get into it more just so I can try to fight some of the bigger and badder monsters, because that's really what I want to try and do with this. And of course, there's survival elements as well, and I fully understand I need to do those as well, of course, eat and sleep and all that stuff, but at the same time, I would really enjoy more taking down things that are trying to fight me back, rather than things that are just hanging out with their kids. That feels weird to me personally. But hey, either way, what's important is that this game works, and that's awesome. And now we are taking a look at our next game. And this one, it's going to be interesting, because I just talked about how I felt about Monster Hunter 3 Try, and this is very hard to take out. And this is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. So this is for the Wii U, as you can tell, and this was also, just like Monster Hunter 3 Try, very cheap. It was $3.25, and then with, I like the font here a lot better, the way that it's on the screen, as you can tell, I'm very excited, and even there's a little icon there, but the point is that this game, before tax and shipping and everything, $3.25. After all that, only $8.11. So I will admit, even though with everything I just said about Try, I do think, I should, kind of just get into the manual and really kind of delve into the game and kind of see all of these, monsters. And I think I'll enjoy it as well, even though it is on the Wii U. I think that the fact that I can use a Pro Controller as well, I like the gamepad in certain respects, but in other ones I definitely do not. Opening this thing up, it also comes with a manual as well, but one that, if I remember correctly, is a lot less meaty than the other one. It's actually very, very small. I guess they were just like, hey, listen, you know the deal. You're buying the Ultimate version. Because really, look at this. You can see that it's just not really a lot going on here. I don't know why they had all of this stuff in the previous manual, and now it's just like, Now looking at this disc, this beautiful crisp disc, I liked the artwork on the other one more than I did this one, but I have to say though, it still looks super clean, and Wii U discs feel very weird. They kind of feel a bit like PS4 discs, but just a bit more. It's very odd, like hello, that's me! Hello, past me! He's very shocked as well. So looking at this disc, it does not... there's a hello again. There is a few imperfections, this has clearly been used, but not as much as the last one. Not sure whose thumbprint that is. Hopefully it is not mine. But either way though, I do have high hopes that this game will work. If the last one worked, I have a feeling this one's gonna work. But either way though, let's go find out. I love my new Wii U, oh yeah. My new Wii U. Thank you, Anthony. Hopefully you're watching the video. I'ma send him the video. Come on. Are you loading? What are you doing? Okay, there it is. I can stop singing now. So I really enjoyed the opening cutscene for a try, but this one, at least visually, blows it out of the water, which, I know what you're thinking, well, yes, it is the next gen. It is the Wii U, when the other one was the Wii. But again, remember, I'm only recently getting into the Wii U and its library, so just looking at this, it just looks stunning, and it's, now it's coming back to me like, right, yes, this came out, when the PS4 and the Xbox One were out. So despite the fact that it isn't a PS4 or Xbox One, the games are still gonna look good. Anywho, I made me, again, still talking to villagers, all that stuff. It's basically, at least at this point, the same story. Not a big fan of the weird kind of lighting. To me, it's weird anyway. It just looks odd compared to the Wii version, just my opinion. But either way, like I said before, I'm going out, I'm just doing minimal hunting right now. It's only been like literally an hour to record footage, but I'm just not really the biggest fan of hunting these more relaxed, chill monsters. Can't wait to get to some that are a bit more, just really want to just tear me limb from limb. That's going to be awesome. So I'll be putting in some time to doing that just in my own personal time to see if I really do enjoy these two games. And if I do, there will be a review over at our Game Time channel. We'll link that in the description box down below. So what is the last game? What is the compilation? What is the game from my childhood that you may have seen on this very channel? What is that game? What is that game? Come on, me. Come on. Get in there. Take out the game. What is the game? The game is the Disney classic games, Aladdin and Lion King. 16-bit classics. Nighthawk Entertainment. So it is for the Nintendo Switch, and I definitely need to try this out. The game will probably work, most likely. It's coming new from Amazon. On the back here, though, you can see that the different things that come with this compilation, and I have to say it's an amazing compilation just looking at the back here. Some of the other info that I know about it as well, just reading stuff about it online. But I have to say, though, I played the SNES version as a kid, the one that was made by Capcom, and sadly, it is not in this compilation. And look, it doesn't make it an awful compilation, it just stinks. Also, very long name here, long name Jones over there. Now, opening this thing up, it's very, very, very plain. I didn't expect like a poster or anything, but just not even like artwork behind, like it's just... And by the way, even looking at the cart itself, it just looks odd. Just the placement, the E for everyone thing always has to be so large that it just makes every other... this is just universal for all Switch games, just every other logo just looks odd. But let's do the important stuff now. Let's actually see if this game works. And I already put it into the Switch, so it's loading in the background. By the way, Donut County, amazing game. Oh, there it is. Disney Classic Games, Aladdin and the Lion King. So something else that I definitely should have mentioned sooner, and I didn't because I was talking about this through the lens of you watching the channel, potentially being a longtime fan, but I really do love Lion King, both the movie, and I really enjoyed, I won't say loved, but I really enjoyed the game on the SNES as well. Still have my copy, just like I do with Aladdin, and so when it comes to the SNES version of the game, that is on this compilation, as well as the Genesis version. So I think it's just so cool, by the way, just looking at all the things that you can customize with this game, both on the Aladdin side and on the Lion King side, that I just think that it's really cool that this compilation actually exists in 2021. It came out before 2021 when I bought it. By the way, buying it brand new, I ended up getting it for $25, so it is not an expensive game, so that's actually pretty cool as well. It's not like a full $60 game for this compilation. Also, having the Game Boy versions as well, I think is, again, really cool. Something that I never got to experience when I was younger. I only really had a handful of games for the SNES, so being able to dive into this, even though it's not the SNES version, still I did have a Genesis growing up, so that's actually really cool that I get to play the Genesis version, the one that people claim is the superior version, if they believe. But you know what, hey, I haven't played it, so I really can't wait to delve into this just in my spare time. And being able to jump back into a version of the Lion King that has save states legally on my Switch is actually really cool as well. So while I don't know how to feel about the two Monster Hunter games as of this time, when it comes to this one, I was hyped before and I'm still pretty damn hyped. Either way, let's jump back to me in front of the shelf. I told you, a very weird set of games. At least, again, in one singular video. I don't think you'll see these games in a specific YouTube video anytime in the near future. So, I want to know what you think about these games. Do you think that maybe I jumped in at the wrong time with Monster Hunter? Are you a fan of the compilation of Aladdin and Lion King on the Switch? Can you hear a motorcycle in the background right now in this video? 'Cause I sure as hell did, and I'm holding back anger. But seriously though, I do want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. So, love you all, take care, and tune in next time for another episode of Did I Get What I Ordered? So, love you all, take care, and see ya!